Alright, what's up everybody? So I know I'm a little bit late on this video. Uh, First of all, I'd like to say it's K.O. King here, you already know. And yeah, Circuit of the Americas. At first, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like this track. I really didn't. And it was because of those curves I just passed through right there. It used to get on my nerves. And yeah, when I used to play it a lot more in Formula One. 2018. It was extremely annoying. I mean, oh man, but I actually really enjoy this track a lot. Now that I really understand it, that's what happens with a lot of tracks. You know, you don't like them or you like them, but you really just don't understand them, and that was really what it was for me and Coda. And I'm glad I understand it now, honestly. So yeah, of course, as always, I have the AI at 120 for IndyCar. Now for the video that's coming out later this month, and I know I say that a lot, trust me, I have been recording a lot of different stuff. And there are a lot more sim racing videos, a lot more different racing going on. I know it's been a lot of open wheel, and but there's definitely going to be a lot more different cars. So who do you guys want to win the 500? I mean, for me, it'd be Alexander Rossi. I really wanted to just see a great race, honestly, but Rossi almost won it. He should have won last year, just like he kind of should have won the championship. My boy Scott Dixon, hey, he's my boy. But yeah, Alexander kind of should have won last year. But it's alright. He'll come back. I don't know right now. I mean, we're looking at Colton Herta, and he's been doing very, very, very good lately. In fact, Colton won this race. So, and we racing right now. So, yeah, I mean, one of the youngest drivers to win a Grand Prix. So, excuse me, not one of the youngest drivers to win a Grand Prix. He was only 18 years old. This is a week or so before his birthday, which is kind of funny because it's like, wow. I mean, you were 18 and you won the IndyCar race, and then on top of that, this is the first Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas ever. So it's just like, wow, and you won it. That's crazy. I don't know Colton's experience as far as Coda, but that's still very impressive. So if you guys didn't know, I just had my radio debut at 1570 Wigo AM, and man, that was a great experience. I'm very thankful and grateful that they were able to allow me to really invite me onto the show. I mean, it was a great show, and it's the first one, so you know it went very well, and I am definitely looking forward to the next one, because there's going to be more radio shows, of course. There's going to be a lot more interviews, and I already know that, you know, so it's going to be a lot more big stuff like that coming up. So I'm very excited and very open to all those opportunities as well. Oh, and another thing, I just thought about this, but man, I'm glad Patricio's okay, man. You know, seriously, I'll have a video. I'll be posting my 500 practice and testing. Well, more like testing, because I wasn't gonna do a practice video, only because, well, my test is basically my practice. But I've been practicing. But I will have the greatest spectacle racing. Of course, I will have a video on that. I will have the Indy 500, and I plan to do that for an hour. So it'll be an entire hour of racing. And I'm not joking. It will be 1 hour of racing. So yeah, I really do plan to do that, just because it's one of the biggest races on IndyCar's calendar, and really one of the biggest races of the year. So big races like that. So like I was just doing some test video with the Daytona 500, and I actually did 20 minutes of it. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, that's kind of the biggest race in NASCAR. So
what I'll probably do is
just redo the entire race because I really liked the video. I mean, it went very well. The racing looked great. AI worked very well. But I'm definitely going to redo it because I didn't. I mean, 20 minutes. That's a good size. But when you have a big race like that, I mean, kind of got to give it at least an hour. So I'm not gonna do the whole 500. That's just way too long, and you know, I'm equipped to do it because I've been practicing for a long time. You know, but it's yeah, people are not gonna watch that video that long. Speaking of which, I've actually did a race at Long Beach with the AI for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Man, that was an impressive race. The pit stops worked very well. I mean, changing tires and getting more fuel, everything worked very well. The AI, you know, they act stupid at times. Like, it was crazy. But 2 hours and 20 minutes. So that was a really good race for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I did very well. I paced myself and I won. Like I said, I'm in the Long Beach video. You know, I'm pretty good at Long Beach. I gapped them by a minute. Like seriously, no joke. I wish I would have got footage of it because it was wow. But I focused for 2 hours, so I'm very impressed with myself. You know, I surprised myself. I'm like, wow. You know, I actually really focused for that long. But I've been doing sim racing for a long time, and I always really practice with different tracks, whether I'm trying to learn a new car or something like that with a track I know very well, or, you know, I'm just trying to get better at a track and really meet my times and understand places I need to brake or I need to lift or anything like that. So I definitely practice a lot, and I'm, you know, looking forward to bringing that, you know, and having that same really determination on the track. And of course I will, you know, me wanting to be, I'm going to be a Hall of Famer, you know, so I definitely am going to pursue that and work on it and continue to work on it once I actually really get into cars a lot. So I'm running up front right now, and you know the race is going very well. Circuit of the Americas. I'm going to have a lot more videos with Circuit of the Americas, simply because of all the series that race here. I mean, SRO, Blancpain Championship races here, which they had TCR, GT4, and GT3 racing here. But you know, I'm backtracking on the tracks a little bit and some of the races. So, like you might see Daytona, you know, and it's May now, so I'm working on that as well. Just backtracking on some of the tracks and some of the races that happen, just because I need to show my impression, show my, you know, simulation of the race, and just to show everybody that I'm versatile and that I can do different things in different races and different cars, you know, not just IndyCar, not just Formula One. You know, I want to show all types of different motorsports and respect the different series, you know, because I'd like to race everything. So that's why I'd like to also show so much, because I know I always say I have so much content for you guys, but I seriously do. So I'm really, and I've been busy, but I'm out of school now, so I'm working on my own things with racing, but I'm also really trying to work on my sim racing a lot more. So I just wanted to really give everyone that update because yes, there really is a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm going to, of course, have the Indy 500, Indianapolis 500. That has to come out. I mean, that's one of the biggest races of the year. So I have to have a video on that. And like I said, it's definitely going to be 1 hour. It's going to be an hour. I think it's gonna, everyone's gonna enjoy it, because I got a setup, and that setup is very quick. So, it's not as quick as real IndyCar drivers. Actually, it's faster, believe it or not. But it really is a great setup. So, I hope you guys really enjoy that one and really enjoy this one because, yeah, COTA really is a great track. And this is the first time IndyCar has ever been on there. And the racing looked really good. I mean, willpower was really winning up front. So I was just amazed at how, consistent it really was until Rosenquist, crashed and got out of the race. But it was still a great race. And yeah, more about Pato O'Ward, man. I'm just glad he's okay. It's just insane. I really didn't think he was gonna, crash. That was insane. It was like, wait, Pato crashed in the wall? And then just some more Indy 500 stuff that's been coming out. Man, Alonso didn't make it. Oh man, I'm disappointed in that right now. Simon Pagenaud is going crazy. Any Simon Pagenaud fans, I know you were very happy with him right now. He won. He got a late victory at the Grand Prix, and now he's about to sit here and win the 500. He might win the 500, and that's insane. The people who have qualified, it really is a sort of a shock. Like Alonso didn't make it, Pato almost didn't. I mean, several people almost didn't. Bump Day. I mean, oh man, it was insane. But the biggest story of the people who did not make it is Fernando Alonso, and that's a huge disappointment. And I've seen so many memes about when he left McLaren, he was really good, and now he's with McLaren. So and that messed him up. But Alonso has had success in other series. I mean, the WEC series, he won. They got the championship, but the last race is Le Mans for the calendar. And I'm very proud of Alonso, despite what happened to him with IndyCar and not being able to qualify for the 500, that really does suck. It's the greatest spectacle of racing. Any and every driver, including me, want to do it. So it just sucked. It really honestly does suck. But he's had success in WEC, and I'm going to simulate that race as well. That for anybody who didn't watch that race, oh my goodness. Or didn't hear any news, yeah, the WEC was insane this year. First you had, hail. Then you had, first it was fine. Then you had rain. Then you had heavy snow all of a sudden, and then it turned into rain, and then it went sunny. Like it was crazy. I'm definitely gonna simulate that. I'm gonna be in Alonso's Toyota TS 50. So I'm going to be in that car, and I'm going to have a great time. I've done a little practice run, and oh my goodness, that is going to be a crazy race. Just simply because of the conditions. I mean, they were so quick, so it was tough for me because I've been practicing it, and it's tough. It was tough for the drivers. I mean, people were slipping off the course and slippery, and then there was hail at one point. Oh man, it's just crazy conditions. And I really didn't know historically that actually has happened in Belgium, where it's just had some crazy conditions. But this is the summer, But it's really and truly is still insane. So it's man. But of course, everybody who was supposed to qualify has made it, and I'm proud of everybody who's made the 500. I mean, I'm proud of people who didn't, because it's still a lot to really say that you qualified for it. I mean, even if you don't win the 500, it's still huge that you even did it. So here's how quick pits are in project cars. So here's how quick pits are in project cars. Alright, so here we go. About to come in the pits now. And the only thing that I'm getting are tires and some fuel. That's it. So it wasn't a bad stop for IndyCar. Usually it's around, I'd say 7 to 8 seconds. In Formula One, it's 2 seconds, especially if you're Mercedes, which is insane considering not even in the 70s and the 80s it was like way longer than that. I mean, 20 seconds. That was a pit stop, and that was a good pit stop. So just the amount of work and just expertise that has been done to make everything so much faster. I mean, especially with Formula One. I mean, at the Chinese Grand Prix not too long ago that the Lewis Hamilton won, which is the 1000th Grand Prix, if no one knew. Yeah, that was the 1000th Grand Prix of Formula One. Okay, too close. Yeah, before I even get into that, oh man, when I almost hit the wall, I was thinking, God, man, I was like, because that could have ruined the whole race. Yeah, so that, from going to 2 seconds, I mean, that's insane. And then Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton both basically pitted at the exact same time. So it was combined to 4 seconds for those 2 pit stops. So when you think about that, 4 seconds, that's crazy. So their pit stops are on point. And I know this is still a sim. Now in real life, it probably would have been 7-8 seconds, which is still very good. You know, like I said, that's a wonderful pit stop. Anything over that, 10, that's an okay pit stop. And then once you keep going up, you know, it's worse and worse pit stops. But, you know, it depends on what's going on with your car. So, you know, that's why I always say, hey, as long as your pit crew is running well and you guys have an understanding of what's going on and you've done it a billion times, then you should be fine in the race. But it all depends on race day. So the tires I got were sticker blacks. If you ever heard that in IndyCar, yeah, that's what those tires are. Those are the Firestone primaries, and the tires that I originally had were Firestone alternates, which are the sticker reds. So sticker reds have more grip, but they last for a lot less time than the sticker blacks. So when you see that in the 500, when you see sticker blacks, they do that simply because these last so much longer. And in road course races, that's why they can go on for several different laps, because of the versatility and the reliability of these tires. So, you know, I like them too. They just have less grip, and that's the reason why I don't like the tires. If they had a lot more grip, trust me, a lot of people would really enjoy this tire. They'd probably use that, you know, in the first stint of the race. So with Formula One, it's insane. I mean, they've made it extremely fast. 2 seconds, I still can't even believe that myself sometimes. It's also because of the technology as well. You know, that's booming, and that's what's also made stuff really fast. So technologically, Formula One has made it to make it 2 seconds as well. That's just insane, you know.
Wow. Would you ever think that 2 seconds would be possible for a pit stop? So still running up front in this race. Only a couple more laps to go. Oh, and by the way, when Lamar gets here as well, I also will have that race for an hour. I will have that for an hour as well. Just because, I mean, it's Lamar. You have to have an hour of Lamar, you know. The other 23 hours, yeah, that's insane. 24 hours of Lamar. That would be insane on my channel to have the full 24 hours. Yeah, you definitely need more than one driver for that, because that's just insane. I mean, the answer is no. That's crazy. Not by yourself. You can't do that by yourself. It's impossible. I mean, all that speed. Oh, man, for 24 hours? Oh no, I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. Nobody can. And they shouldn't even try. Sometimes when you guys see me do that, I like to really just check to see how much more laps are left, or if I have a time to race, just how much time is left. Because you start racing and you really focus on your lap times, and sometimes you forget how much time you have. I mean, honestly. A lot of the times the spotter will tell you in Project Cars too, like you have 10 minutes, or you have 20 minutes, or you have 15 minutes, you know. They'll tell you. It's just sometimes in racing that feels like forever, you know, but just simply because a lap at COTA is almost 2 minutes. So 15 minutes is like 15 minutes is basically 7 laps, you know, so that's like, come on now. It feels like forever occasionally. 7.5 laps. Now, I don't understand why the AI just move out of the way. I'm still trying to understand, because they actually really will move out of your way. Now, I understand they get blue flags, but why would they move all the way out of the way like that? We could have kept racing. But I'm glad that they do that, because, again, AI acts stupid in this game occasionally. Yeah, they really do act dumb, but they actually sometimes act right. And in COTA, they really acted right. They just got out the way. And I really have to appreciate when the AI just really cooperates. And that's really any sim, because any and all sims have their problems with AI. I mean, they're not real people, so they you know, even in real racing or real people, people make some dumb mistakes, and it's like, well, where was your head? You see what I'm saying? and it can be like you just ruined both of our races. You know, so it does kind of, the AI do kind of get that right. It's like you ruin both of our races, but some people actually think like that. They will ruin your race and their race. You know, so. So I just wanted to let everyone know one more time that I will be uploading more stuff. I promise you guys, I will definitely do more. As a matter of fact, that's actually the plan. So this, I'd say this week and partly this weekend, I'll be uploading a lot of videos. At least 3 videos, 3 to 4 videos. So it's gonna be a lot about Circuit of the Americas. Hold on before I say that. And I'm gonna win here at Circuit of the Americas. I'm the Colton Herta of sim racing right now. No, I'm kidding, but it was a great race. Barely, nobody really racing me, not that much, and I'm actually really good at COTA with the IndyCar, as you guys can see, because there was no AI in sight for a while. I mean, basically just the start, and even then, you barely saw anybody. You saw it in the, you know, different screens and different camera angles that I have, but other than that, in front of me, no. But I just wanted to give that update that I will be posting more videos, and I'm gonna try to stay consistent. Like I said, I'm not as busy now, so you know, I'm definitely still busy, but I definitely have a lot more time on my hands to do sim racing stuff. So I'll definitely have the 500. I'm not gonna make any promises. It'll have to be either before or after the 500 because I'm watching the 500. So there's no question about that. I'm watching it. I want to see what happens. And you guys already know my vote. I want Rossi to win, but really it doesn't matter who wins. And I meant to say earlier, I mean, Simon. I'm a Simon Pagenaud fan as well, so I'm very happy for Simon. You know, all he needs to do is really just stay consistent. I mean, that's it. Consistency is key at that track. Just keep being fast, and really just if you qualified first, stay that way. Just do the same laps. Other than that, he'll be fine. I mean, I was just doing some testing at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you know, with the Indy cars, and yeah, I mean, if you're consistent, you could stay in first. You know, and don't have any mechanical failures. But alright people, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will have another one pretty soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everybody that you know. Thank you guys again, and this is K.O. King Racing.